Very good morning. I am Dr. Rajin, Linus, Associate Professor and HOD of Electrical Engineering Department at Sanjay Godawat University, Kolhapur, Maharashtra. I welcome all of you in this doubly knowledge channel. This is the separate playlist of electromagnetic theory, and this is the introduction. Today I am going to explain about why we need to study for electromagnetic theory. As we know, most of the second year students will feel difficulty in this to learn this electromagnetic theory. So that I thought better I can start this electromagnetic theory as a separate course and start this playlist. So I request all of you to subscribe this channel if you have not subscribed. And in future also I am going to explain different electromagnetic concept and how one can understand electromagnetic theory in a different way. In the convenient way which I like, I am going to explain. In this today's lecture, I am only concentrating why we need to study this electromagnetic theory. What are the applications of electromagnetic theory? Let me share my presentation. I hope my screen is visible to you. So this electromagnetic theory is the core subject. Usually the second year students used to learn when they will enter into the third semester. But this is the interesting also if we know the concept very well. So first of all, we should know what is mean by what are the main applications of electromagnetic theory and why we need to study this course of electromagnetic theory. Let me first explain the outcome of this lecture. One can summarize the different applications of electromagnetic theory and can describe the importance of electromagnetic theory in real-time application. These two we are going to learn today through this lecture. Let me explain first the applications of electromagnetic theory: satellite communications, television communication, wireless communication, mobile communication, microwave communication, line and waveguides. For all those things, electromagnetic theory is very much helpful. First, let me explain why in satellite communication, how this electromagnetic theory is helpful. So as we know that satellite will transmit the images and sound and data, whatever it is collected, and to the earth, right? So it will transmit the power, transmit the signals in radio frequencies. So it will be transmitted in the form of electromagnetic spectrum. So that this in the high distance, more distance, this signals will be transmitted, and we can get these images or sound or data, whatever received by the satellite. So for this purpose, we should know how that electromagnetic spectrum will be, how the electromagnetic spectrum is formed, and what are the main concept behind this formation of electromagnetic waves and transmission. For those things, electromagnetic theory understanding is very much important. Then second one, satellite television communication, TV communication. Antennas will be there. From this antenna will receive the signal, and it will that signal is transmitted to this television, so that we are watching this in the screen, right? So for this transmitting the signal to the antennas, all those things will be also electromagnetic waves. So we should know how these electromagnetic waves are formed for this transmitting this television communications, TV communications. For this also electromagnetic theory understanding is very much important. Then third one, wireless communications, right? I already told you, third one, wireless communication. That radio frequency wave, here also the radio frequency wave will be transmitted in the form of electromagnetic spectrum. So how the electromagnetic spectrum is formed, for that electromagnetic theory is important. Then in mobile communication, this also, as like wireless communication, radio frequency wave will be transferred in the form of electromagnetic spectrum. Then another one, microwave, transmitting this electromagnetic wave within the wavelength, a small distance, 1 meter to 1 millimeter, so that we can transmit within the line of sight. The signals can be transmitted within the line of sight. At the same time, by using this microwave, if you want to if you want to transmit the signal in the large distance, we should have series of repeaters needed, or otherwise called as series of microwave relay is needed for this applications. So for that, how one can form this microwave relay, how one can predict this wave in the spectrum movement, how the waves are moving. For this also, basics of electromagnetic field theory is important. Then next one, line and wave guides. So transmitting the power in the transmission line and wave guides, how one can transmit the power in this transmission line and wave guides and all. How for that also, electromagnetic theory and basics is very much important. Then next other applications are biomedical system, weather forecast radars, and surface hardening and heating, and electrical machines. For this also, which is electromagnetic theory understanding is very much important, especially for this biomedical system, how to detect the cancer by transmitting this ultra wide band signal, then hyperthermia of tumors and healthcare informatives on wireless bio implants. For all those things, electromagnetic theory only it is fulfilled by using the propagation of electromagnetic wave. Therefore, electromagnetic generation and electromagnetic theory, all those things are very much important. The next one, that the weather forecasting radars. In this weather forecasting radars, that beam of radio waves will be transmitted from the antenna and received from the other end. So based on the transmission and the distance and based on the wave changes, people will predict people will forecast the weather in future. So for that purpose also, transmitting the signal electromagnetic wave is very much important. Then electromagnetic radiation in the microwave, infrared and visible bands. For also that joining and surface hardening, or for that it is necessary induction, electromagnetic induction. Through the electromagnetic induction only eddy current will be generated, so that when the eddy current is passes through this resistance, automatically heat will generated. So far that heat will be useful for that heating and hardening of this material surfaces and all. For that purpose also, electromagnetic field is very much important. Then another one, electrical machine. Electrical machines, in the sense, we know stator will be there, rotor will one surrounding this equipment have this machine have one stator, inside one rotor, it will rotate. So there is no communication, there is no contact between stator surface and the rotor, but this rotor will start to rotate. So this, due to the electromagnetic wave flux movement, due to that only this rotor will be rotate. You can learn it in this electrical machines also. For that purpose, we should know what are the basics of electromagnetic theory. I hope these are all the main applications of electromagnetic theory in the real field, then other field as well. So this next homework today of this class is search the internet and find out what are the other applications of electromagnetic theory, and comment in the comment box what are the other applications apart from what I have explained today. Then know from this each applications, understand how the electromagnetic theory is helpful in this particular applications, and summarize the details so that one can understand very clearly how the electromagnetic theory is very much helpful for this equipment and electrical applications and other, as I told already, other applications also. With this, I would like to conclude this today's lecture about the introduction of electromagnetic theory. So now in this next lecture, I am going to explain what are the basic concept of vector, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and dot products. All those things we are going to learn. You should know why should learn this vector calculus. Vector calculus is normally wave propagation. Maybe it will go this direction or this will go this direction. For that direction understanding, how the angle between the two waves, for that also this vector addition, subtraction, and basic concept of dot product and basic concept of cross product, all those things are very much important. In the next class I will explain with some practical concept also how this dot product and the cross product in this real-time application, which will be very helpful. I hope this lecture is very much understandable and you can easily grasp the knowledge of electromagnetic theory. If I have any mistake, kindly comment on it and kindly join this WhatsApp group also, so that we can discuss each other and we can learn further in future also. Wish you all the best. Thank you.